Hit series The Crown pausing its production on its 5th season, the Emmy-award-winning show drawing an audience more and more interested in the British monarchy. This morning, Emmy-winning series The Crown taking a moment of silence to honor the longest reigning British monarch, pausing production on its upcoming 5th season. Netflix releasing a statement Friday saying, as a mark of respect, filming on The Crown was suspended today. Filming will also be suspended on the day of Her Majesty the Queen's funeral. Series creator Peter Morgan telling Deadline Hollywood the show is a love letter to Her Majesty. Premiering in 2016, in now the waning years of the Queen's life, the series piquing new interest from audiences around the world. The first 4 seasons following Queen Elizabeth from right before her coronation.
My name is Elizabeth.
And long live Queen Elizabeth.
The first ever to be televised.
Gentlemen, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you.
Winston Churchill, Prime Minister at the start of her reign.
God, save the Queen.
And intimate moments between the royal couple. Morgan's imagining of conversations.
Are you my wife or my queen?
I am both, and a strong man will be able to kneel to both.
Each season taking on a new era of the Queen's life. The role winning Emmys for both Claire Foy.
The question is, how on earth can you forgive yourself?
And Olivia Colman.
With stalking, the trick really is to disappear into nature.
The most current season naming an episode The Balmoral Test, giving a fictional glimpse of Her Majesty's beloved estate, a young Princess Diana, acing her first visit.
You let me know if I passed.
I'm sure you have.
Ripping headlines throughout history, in 1982, the Queen waking up to an intruder in her Buckingham Palace bedroom. A man, Michael Fagan, breaking in, leaving many wondering what they talked about. The Crown depicting a compassionate ruler.
What is it you'd like me to do?
Save us all.
I do hope they don't make things too difficult for you in light of all this.
I think The Crown has definitely amplified interest in the royal family, and I think has really humanized the Queen, particularly in some ways, that we understand that she was thrust into this role and she lived up to every sense of that duty.
God save the Queen! God save the Queen! God save the Queen!
There have been countless depictions of the Queen in both television and film, and even a couple of brushes with Hollywood herself. Her Majesty, of course, making sure we all remember she, in fact, was also the Queen of pop culture. Janae, back to you in New York.
Indeed, she was, Amy. And joining us now with more on the Queen on screen is ABC News royal contributor Imogen Lloyd-Webber. Thank you so much for being back with us. So the Crown has been nominated for 63 Emmys in just its 4 seasons. We just heard someone in Amy's piece there say that the series has humanized the Queen. Do you think that it has shifted the perception of the monarchy?
On some levels, yes. Obviously, when I was born, she was already a grandmotherly figure. And it reminded me, even a royal contributor, as it were, that, of course, she was a young woman. And it reminded us all that she was a young woman, a young mother, who took on this huge role in a man's world. And all those experiences. And I think a newfound respect and a newfound perspective came from all of us who watched it, certainly in season 1.
The Queen has this kind of fascinating contradiction built in that she's maybe the most famous woman on the planet, but she also was incredibly private. Did this show give us a look at what she actually was like behind closed doors?
To an extent, there's a lot of projection there. And that always happens with successful monarchs. They are there for you to project what you want them to be. They don't speak out. They have to be above politics. They reign, they don't rule. The Queen was, on some levels, an unknown quantity because she was just 25 when she took her role as monarch. We'll see what happens with King Charles III because, of course, he's a much more well-known figure. He's been in the public eye for 7 decades. We'll see how he copes now that he can no longer speak out in quite the same way.
Any sense of how the Queen felt about seeing herself portrayed?
Now, rumour has it that Prince Edward's wife, Sophie, who she was very, very close to, saw her as a second daughter. Rumour has it that they watched season 1 together. Of course, in subsequent seasons, it's become a little bit more controversial, and I think much tougher for the royal family to take. Certainly, I don't think they're looking forward to the latest seasons, let's put it that way.
I think a lot of people are. Imogene Lloyd-Webber, great to see you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.